Hey there, we're just gonna wait for more people to join. I'm about to tweet out that I'm streaming, because why would anybody know? So just give me a couple of seconds. I'm doing good, Gamer's Life. How are you? Hey, Insane Caveman, what's up? Hey guys, so a couple of you are joining here. My cat is climbing all over everything. Hello, Bimo. Don't screw anything up, bud. Thank you. Thanks, bud. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Danger zone, bud. You gotta get down, baby. Do you guys have pets? Do they climb all over your laptops and stuff? That's what's happening. He's smelling it. Do you hear him smelling it? If you climb on this laptop, I'm going to be upset. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I am just trying to figure out how to tweet this. Ah, there we go. Alright. Hang tight, everybody, and I'll be with you in a moment. Okay, that is tweeted out. Looking good. Alright, let's get officially started. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Let's see, where can I start? A lot of new people here, so hello and welcome. And I'm sorry if you're new. I've been kind of sucking recently, so I'm very sorry if you're new to the channel. I know that I haven't been putting out a lot of content. And yes, Hyperholic, I remember you, Zach. It's good to hear from you again. But yeah, I'm sorry that I've been sucking recently. I'm not going to go too much in depth into it, but if you've come to some of my past streams, or if you follow me at all on like Twitter or my community tab, I just haven't had the time or space to record comfortably recently, and while I do have a very small window to record now once a week, it's still a very small window and still only once a week, so sometimes it always doesn't work out in my favor. So it's been rough trying to create content, but I'm trying my best. Excuse me. I'm trying my best. I'm currently in the middle of editing a couple of stories, so hopefully those will be out as soon as possible. And yes, of course I remember you, Snowpaw. And hey, Vid, what's up, dude? Vidith in the house. Yeah, but I figured that I had a rare opportunity to come on here and stream, so I figured I'd do that, at least give you something. I need to give you something. I'm sure you all are very confused. Anyway, welcome to any new people. I don't really know what I'm going to do here today, but I figured I'd just come on and hang out. I don't have anything in particular to talk about, so if anyone wants to give me suggestions or ask me questions, you know, feel free to type those in the chat. But yeah, I've just been trying to enjoy summer. Been going to the beach a lot. and, you know, trying my best. I've been working a lot, of course. I do have a full-time job. Actually, I have 2 jobs outside of YouTube. One full-time, one part-time. So I've been so busy. Aisha1994 says, I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. I love your videos. You're cool. Thank you so much. Mr. Lowe says, give us some badass stories and we'll forgive you. I'm trying my best. Don't worry. Hopefully I can get back on track soon. Right now I'm really just trying to save money to get my own place so that I can do this as much as I want. It really is hard to do YouTube in the way that YouTube favors people doing YouTube, like a couple uploads a week and this and that, when you don't do YouTube full time. And in order to keep consistent and all of that, it's really rough when you have a full-time, 2 jobs and a full-time job. It's crazy. Master Torch, I honestly haven't even had time to like check anything. Where did you send them to? Did you send them to the website or the Reddit or my email? Hi Mike, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Just, you know, relaxing. Figured I'd hop on stream because I had a few minutes. I'm glad you're having a good time, Aisha. I hope I'm saying your name right. And yeah, this I see a couple people talking about it. The storm on Area 51. Do you guys think that that's actually going to happen? Do you think people are actually going to show up? Or do you think that everyone kind of understands that it's mostly a big meme? I mean, I'm not sure. It'd be pretty funny if a bunch of people actually showed up. I definitely will probably not be one of them, but I will enjoy so much to watch from the sidelines of that. So what do you guys think about that? Yeah? Are any of you guys thinking that you're actually going to go to storm Area 51? Like, literally. I definitely, Gamer's Life asked, do you believe in aliens? I definitely believe in aliens. I don't know if all of them at Area... Why can't I talk? I don't know if all of them are at Area 51 or if any are at Area 51. I mean, at this point, I think the government probably knows about it, and they probably moved everything anyway. Mike says, it being 2019 and all things have happened so far, most likely I don't think they can shoot over 100 people if they decide to trespass. Snowpaw says, with the willingness to die in millennials, I'm sure that there will be people. Yeah, I'm absolutely sure. Antonio, I cannot pronounce your name. I've never actually tried to say your last name out loud, but I'm just going to say Antonio. Thank you so much. Antonio has given a super chat of $10, and he says, I know it was your birthday recently. Here's my present. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. It was my birthday recently. I am a 4th of July baby. So that's pretty cool. I threw myself a 90s themed birthday party. It was pretty fun. Can't complain. Party planning is intense. It is. But had a good time. Had a good birthday. Thank you so much again, Antonio. Snowpaw. Oh, it was Snowpaw's birthday on the 7th. Happy birthday. And thank you, everyone, for the belated birthday wishes. DLL7111 says, how old are you? I just turned 29, believe it or not. Oh, and Anthony says, my birthday was 5 days after yours. Oh, well, happy birthday to you, belated birthday to you as well. And if anybody wants to keep up with me and all of my daily happenings, you guys can follow me on Instagram. Right here, I'm going to type it up. So you guys can follow me there, and you can, yeah, if you want to keep up with me while I'm not making videos because I'm terrible. Yes, Speedy Mercer? Mike is turning 26 in a few months. Ugh, yeah, we're all feeling it. I'm a youngin'. And I also look basically 12, so people think all the time. I went to buy a lottery ticket the other day, and the guy was like, "Are you even 18?" And I'm like, I am way more than 18. Please give me the lottery ticket, thank you. I didn't win, obviously, but you try. It's cool to know everyone's ages. Snowpa says, I swear I used to be a live stream moderator, or maybe that was gonna... I don't remember who my moderators were. And I don't know if with any updates or anything with YouTube, if that's changed. So I'm sorry if you were one and you're not anymore. I don't remember how to do that. But I trust all of you for now, so I don't know if we need any moderators at the moment. Antonio says, you are as beautiful as you are cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Mandy Mortem says, do you have any advice for narrators who might be just starting out? So my advice is just do it. Just start with what you have, because everything else can come later. When I first started, I was recording on my phone, and I made a lot of mistakes. And you're always going to make mistakes, but one of my older videos actually just blew up recently, and I had a really loud thunderclap in the beginning of my old intro, and everyone is like, "Oh, the stupid thunder," and I'm like, "Geez, I know, I fixed it." So just know that it's not going to be perfect right away, but just start with what you have, and everything else will come later. And Blackeyed Kid says, I miss you. I hope you're doing phenomenal. Thank you so much. I can't say phenomenal, but I'm doing the best I can. I hope that you're doing good as well. Gamer's Life asks, do you believe in the afterlife or haunted houses? I must say that I believe in both. Master Torch has gained some subscribers by lip-syncing Stacy's mom, so if you want to check that out, you can click on his channel there. It's got to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys doing this summer? Are any of you just working, or any big plans? Anybody have any big plans? I don't really have any big plans. My friend got married in May, so that was I used a lot of my time off for that, so I can't really take too much this summer. Mike asks, are you a Slipknot fan? Any thoughts on Unstained, All Out of Life? Are those the new songs? I am a Slipknot fan. I haven't really been keeping up with them so much. Well, they haven't really done anything recently, but if those are the new songs, I thought they're okay. I mean, we're never going to get another Iowa. What are you going to do? DLL711 asks, Black-Eyed Children episodes. Ironically enough, I only have one video about Black-Eyed Children, and you can find that somewhere on my channel. Or you can just Google Black-Eyed Blonde, Black-Eyed Children. Snowpaw says, during the summer, I'm going to start doing small jobs for people. Basic stuff like gardening, carpentry, fixing broken stuff. Yeah, that's cool. And if you can make your own hours and stuff, hey, why not? Phil Daniel says, I get to go to my cousin's wedding in Hawaii in September. That's incredible. I actually have 2 weddings in September myself, and Hawaii is beautiful, so please enjoy. I have one wedding I plan on going to in Maryland. It's funny because my best friend got married, and we really hit it off with her maid of honor, who we hadn't met prior to the wedding. But because she moved to Maryland, so she obviously had to pick a maid of honor that was close by, and, you know, that she'd been in touch with and everything. So anyway, we hadn't met her, and we met her through all the wedding activities, and we really hit it off, and she actually invited me and my friend to her wedding, so I plan on going back to Maryland for that. Taco Bell is good, BD Mercer. He's at Taco Bell. It's pretty dope. I'm hungry myself. I actually got a, excuse me, I actually got an empty bread bowl from Panera, and I got Progresso soup to put in it to, like, spice things up a little bit, but I wanted the bread bowl, but I didn't want any of the soups from Panera today, so that's what I'm going to have for dinner later. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so everyone that was a moderator seems to have lost their little moderator thingamabob. So I don't know what happened. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. Don't worry, I wouldn't have done that to you guys. But I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. I'll try and figure it out and get you guys back to where you're supposed to be. I don't know. I think... Okay, alright, I think I figured it out. So when you guys pop up again in the chat, the two people that had mentioned something that I actually remember had been moderators in the past, when you pop back, or just like shoot a message in the chat and I figured out how to do it so I can give you back your little thingy. Moderators are just, sometimes the chat goes by pretty quickly, and moderators are just fans that have been here for a really long time, that have always been active on my streams, that I just appointed to be like, if someone's being like a jerk in the chat, they can be like, hey, I'm gonna kick you out, or whatever, or like, you know, be like, hey, stop that, don't do that. I think that's basically it. I honestly can't remember either, but we're gonna, I think you were. I don't know if you guys still get the little wrenches, but it should be working now for you guys. Yep, you got your wrenches back. Good. Yeah, my plan, I hope, is also to make a new video. Maybe, if not this week, next week, Aisha. So many people starting YouTube channels. Congratulations to all you guys that have started channels. Master Torch asks, what's your favorite Halloween candy and what will you wear for Halloween this year? My favorite Halloween candy would probably, I don't know. It would probably have to be, I don't know. I'm not a huge chocolate person, like I really don't like chocolate, but if it has peanut butter in it, like a Butterfinger or something, like I can tolerate it, like those are okay during Halloween. I really like Nerds. And this year for Halloween, I'm actually going to be Monster Mash, which I thought of, last year I kind of copped out and I was just a skeleton. But this year, I'm going to be Monster Mash. And I thought about being Monster Mash last year, the day before Halloween, and I didn't have time to put the costume together. So you guys are just going to have to wait and see for that when it's Halloween time. I'm not going to give away too much. No, the only chocolate I really like if I'm going to eat chocolate, and that's like if someone really gives it to me and was like, here, have some of this chocolate, maybe, is peanut butter stuff. So like Reese's and Butterfinger, that's really it. And like white chocolate Kit Kats. I don't really like chocolate. Hercules, Master Torch says he's going to be Hercules this year for Halloween. It's pretty cool. It's too early to be, I mean, I just want to enjoy summer. I'm one of those people that's like, I like summer, I want to be warm, it gets cold where I live, I want to enjoy it, and when it's Halloween time, I can think about Halloween time and be extra spooky, but right now, I'm in summer mode, and I'm ready to enjoy summer. PD says, I think you should be a Barbie of some kind. Yeah, been there, done that, you know? I try and do like really original or like crazy costumes if I'm gonna do a costume. Phil says, I just want to say I drive a truck for a living and I listen to you and a few other narrators to pass the time. Thanks for putting out videos to keep us travelers from falling asleep. You're welcome, and definitely do not fall asleep while driving. Not good. Hi, Vincent. What's up? Mike says it's awfully hot here in Canada. I've learned to love our winters despite it being god-awful. Yeah, it was like 90 degrees here the other day. It's supposed to be 90 most of the week, which I really don't mind. I like being warm. I like the fall and summer. Those are my two favorite seasons. That's really what I like. I love being hot. I know that that's so weird. I just love sitting outside and swimming and going to the beach and being warm and not freezing. I can literally walk into an air-conditioned place and just my teeth will be chattering immediately. I get detrimentally cold. There must be something wrong with me. I cannot be warm enough. I need to go somewhere where it's warm. I didn't even ask. I usually ask at the beginning of my streams if you guys can hear me okay, which I'm guessing that you can hear me okay because we've been having a stream for a minute now. I'm just going to call you DL if that's okay, DL711. DL asks, any big plans for the future, like the channel or anything? I hope to just get back to doing this and just be more consistent. That's just where I'm at right now. When I get closer to 20,000 subscribers, I'm probably going to commission a new merch design so you guys can have new merch. I mean, yeah. Lila W asks, how often do you stream? Unfortunately, not very often. So you're catching a rarity here. So I'm glad that you're here for it. And Mr. Lowe asks, what's your favorite scary movie? I have to say that till this day, The Sixth Sense scared me so much when it first came out. So that's a good one. Ooh, a dog. Anyway, The Sixth Sense scared the crap out of me when it first came out, and then the first Saw was incredible. I love that movie, and I'm sorry if you can hear the dog barking. Anyway, Phil says here in West Texas it hasn't hit triple digits yet, and it's very hot. Can't wait for winter. Do you guys get a winter in Texas? I went to Texas last summer. Yeah, last summer. And I went to Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin. Like I did like a Texas road trip, and it was really, really fun. BD Mercer asks, you know a few of your fiction stories. I'm not sure but what you're talking about, dude. Please elaborate. Yeah. Gamer's Life said, out of the Saw movies, 1 and 3 are my favorites. Yeah, the twist at the end of 1, I'll like never get that out of my head. That was amazing. Definitely holds up till this day. I can still watch that movie and be like, oh, I didn't see it coming, even though I know what's gonna happen. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You guys could get deep. Like, ask me some, like, deep, interesting questions. Like, I'll answer them. Not like gross questions. But you guys can get pretty into it. You know, don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Maybe I can find some stories that we can look at. Maybe I'll read one. So, favorite childhood memory. That's a tough one. There's so many. It's not really a memory per se, but it's like a feeling. So, I used to go to camp. Oh my gosh, doggy. The dog is barking. Anyway, I used to go to camp, and I would come home from camp, and like I would be so hot and just like ready to like take a shower, and I would walk into my room, and just like the way the light would like hit my room, and the windows would be open, and the smell, and just like knowing that the day was over and that it was like time to chill and relax and just be a kid. I don't know. I enjoy those memories. DL asks, what inspired you to make this channel? So I actually didn't know this was a thing, and I had always wanted to be, I guess like a voice actor, or I always wanted to do something like this, and I didn't know there was like a whole community, for it. And I had a friend once who just said, hey, you're really good at reading stories whenever you not tell me a story. I'm not actually good at telling my own stories. Good at reading stories. But she's like, when you read, like, we used to read scary stories together, and she's like, when you read it, I felt like I was there. It was so good, and I was just like, kind of put that in the back of my mind. And then I found out that there was a whole community for horror narration, and here we are. What's the thing that freaks you out the most, like clowns and stuff? DL also asked that. Honestly, like eyes getting like cut and squished and like gorged out. I can't. No. Jarek asks, where am I? I'm sad to say that I have no idea. Tim Willis asks, what's the scariest story you've ever read? Feed the Pig. Feed the Pig is pretty up there. Antonio asks, when you upload videos again on your channel, will you have the time, if you have the time, would you ever do collabs again? I'm not sure if I would ever, not like I'm not going to say never, but I'm not sure if I would do that many, just because I don't have the time, and I just can't stretch myself so thin. Like, I need to worry about my own stuff right now and focus on that and at least getting it out before I can worry about like what everyone else is doing. I know that might sound kind of mean, but I just kind of have to focus on like my channel and like my stuff and getting it to where it needs to be. Joe Lammers asked, what did you think about Midsummer? I unfortunately have not seen it yet, but I do definitely want to see it. Me and my friend were supposed to go, but we just couldn't make it happen with our work schedules, so hopefully I get to see it before it's out of theaters. Snowpie asks, would you ever do themed videos like Creepy Cabin in the Woods with a heavy thunderstorm in the background? So I do themed videos. Like most of the true videos and stuff are like have a theme, like scary blank stories. And my thing that I've been doing is the cricket sounds, because thunder and rain and all of that's been pretty done out by other narrators, so I put the crickets in the background. Aisha asks, who was the first narrator that you subbed to? I want to say that it was Southern Cannibal, and then everything kind of followed from there. DL asks, are you excited about the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark movie? I really am. I unfortunately don't watch TV that much, so I don't know when that's happening. So I don't know. Somebody tweet me or something about when that's going to happen, because I definitely want to watch it. That was my entire childhood. Vincent asks, I'd ask if you had paranormal experiences, but that seems on the nose. Outside of narration, what are some of your hobbies? I really don't have that many hobbies outside of narration. Like this is my hobby. That's another reason why I kind of started this channel, because I don't do anything. Like, I'm not very good at a lot of things, so yeah. Is it loud? Because I'm sorry if it's loud. I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. Let's see. I'm gonna do this a little bit. Does that sound better? People who are complaining about the volume, does that sound better? Please let me know before we continue. Shy Cat Studios asks, are you going to do another Elf on the Shelf scary stories around Christmas? I hope so. Master Torch says, the thing you are most insecure about. Like, I mean, I'm really awkward, so there's that. I don't like to wear my hair up because I feel like I have a tiny head and that I look weird. And, I don't know. I guess wearing my hair up. I don't really wear my hair up. I feel like my hair is like a security blanket. Oh, bye, Aisha. It was very nice to meet you and talk to you. I'm glad that you could stop by. Lila W. asks, do you have a cat? Yes, I do have a cat. His name is Bimo. You can buy a t-shirt from my merch store, link in the description, with his face on it. He's actually the face in my intro on my channel, is my Bimo. And you can follow him on Instagram. I just made an Instagram for him recently. So, I'm sorry if the volume was really loud for a while, guys. Anyway, you can follow my cat on Instagram. There you go. Hi, Nicholas. Thank you. Nicholas says, welcome back. Oh, okay, so the Scary Stories movie comes out in August. I'm definitely going to have to check that out and put it on my calendar or something because I need to remember to watch that. Snowpaw asks, would you be open to starting a Discord server? And I'm unfortunately going to say absolutely not. I have been a participant in quite a few Discord servers, and it's just, I find it really, the notifications just never stop, and like, then if I turn them off, I'm honestly never going to remember to check and talk to anybody. It's just too much for me another thing to remember right now. So, as of right now, I have no plans to start something like that. I just wouldn't be able to keep up with it. I get enough phone notifications during the day as it is that having those on would it would be insane. And, I've been a participant in Discord servers, and I had to delete the app. It was just too much for me to handle. Hi, Shy Cat Studios. Gamer's Life asks, what's your biggest fear? Mine is the dark, man, but I scream alone in the dark place. Does anyone know what you call that? There's definitely a phobia name for being afraid of the dark. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Someone asked me, I'm sorry, I think I lost it already. Someone asked me what my biggest fear is, and I'm just gonna be honest. And, like, I'm really not trying to be offensive to people that have had this happen to them. But honestly, a big fear of mine is losing a limb. And I don't like being, like, plunged into water. Not drowning. I mean, I guess, like, drowning is scary and whatever, but I don't like being plunged into water, and I don't like not being able to use my arms. Like, if I'm stuck somewhere and it's, like, confined and I can't use my arms, I don't like that. I'm not cool with that. Hi, Roman. What's up? Thank you for joining. I'm sorry if there's background noise. I'm not completely alone, so I'm sorry about that. I don't know if it's picking it up. This is my problem, honestly, guys. I'm never alone. I just want to be alone so I can just create and do things. I'm never alone at all. And, like, my family and everyone else's family just, like, I'll be like, oh, okay, like, you have to be quiet because, like, I'm recording, and anything you do is gonna get picked up on the mic. Like, please just be quiet. And they'll be like, let me slam 20 cabinets and yell. So that's why I'm really having trouble. Nicholas asks, are you into gaming at all? I actually suck really hard at video games, and the only video games I'm currently playing, I'm still playing Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't really had the time to completely get through it. I'm enjoying it, and I have a Nintendo Switch. I have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Super Smash Brothers, and which I suck at. Like, I'm horrible. Like, Super Smash Brothers, I'm the little thing flying in the corner. Like, I get knocked off the board and I just fly around and get, like, yeeted off the board. Yes, I used yeeted. Everybody come for me. So I suck at that. And then I have Mario Kart, which sometimes I'm good at, sometimes I'm not. What is a Taki? Shy Cat Studios. Hi, my Amperophiles. How's it going? It's going. How's it going for you, bud? I can't make use our inside voices. Yeah, I'm really sorry if you hear like other talking that's not me. I apologize. Sometimes we don't use our inside voices. Yes. Lila asks, I feel like you get asked this all the time, but have you done a face reveal? You can follow me on Instagram, and you can see as much as you want. Ooh, why can't I type? Yeah, I haven't done a face reveal, like an official face reveal, but I've never, per se, hid my face. And my avatar is my face. It's just edited to look kind of creepy. So, no, I haven't. This is my Instagram, by the way, that I just typed in there. I haven't done like a official face reveal on the channel. I did an April Fool's one where I said I was like face revealing, and like I made up a whole weird story, and then it was just my cat at the end. You can watch that. But yeah, no official face reveal, but you can find my face if you so desire. Shy Cat Studios asks, are you going to show your face on a live stream? Probably not, because I like that I could just pop on here and not worry about how I'm looking, and just talk to you guys. Maybe one day, but I like that I could just turn on the computer, plug in the mic, and not have to worry about lighting or where I am or what I'm looking like. And it's just like relaxing. I could just come on here and just be chill and hang out. JH79 says, so happy to hear you. I'm so happy that you're here, hearing me. Snowpaw asked, do you have a fear of forests? No, I'm not afraid of forests. I'm afraid of ticks. And getting bit by a tick. And getting that weird meat-eating disease. If you don't know. I believe it's the Lone Star tick. If you get bit by the Lone Star tick, apparently you just like get allergic to meat. And I don't really eat a lot of meat, but I do like me some chicken. So, also don't want Lyme disease. So, I'm not afraid of forests, but I am afraid of ticks, which are in forests, if that makes sense. That's me. Yes. Antonio says your voice is really relaxing. Wow. Wow. What was that? Your voice is really relaxing to listen to. Thank you. Yeah, Lyme disease is not great, and anyone who has it, I'm sorry. If you do have it, I know it's hard. My sissy's eating chicken right now. I wish I was eating chicken right now. I said it before, I'm going to have some soup in a bread bowl from Panera after this. Super excited. What's a horse apple, Snowpaw? Everybody go get some chicken. Shy says, I'm surprised there aren't more people on your live. I think the most I've ever had on here, I don't think I've ever broken 100. And unfortunately, Shy Cat, I have not been around very much recently, so probably a lot of people are just kind of like, what? Just like forgot I existed. So I'm going to actually really quick write on my community tab that I'm live streaming, because maybe that'll get some more people in here for a little while. But Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Can you guys hear, like, the other talking that's going on? I just want to know how loud it actually is. Like, do you just hear me, or can you, like, clearly hear the other people talking? Anyway. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm glad that it's not distracting. Alright, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because I mean, I feel like it's really loud, and like I can clearly hear every single word. So I was just, you guys are getting 2 stories today. I just wanted to make sure that Oh, okay. So all right, as long as it's not bothering you. Nightmare asks, when's your next video? So I have one video that I can put up. It's 4 stories. And I've edited about 1.5 of them. So I just have to finish. I have to have a minute to actually edit through all the stories. And hopefully it'll be up by next week. Bye, Master Torch. Thanks for coming. Wow, all the way. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm already warning you. I'm probably gonna butcher your name. Laxit Loose says, "What's up, all the way from Australia." We should work together, Nightmare Files. I just don't have the resources to do any work. It's been really awful. So back a while ago, when I was making consistent content, I was able to record on Saturdays from literally like 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. So that's a long time. That's almost all day. I could sit all day and I can record, and nobody was home, and it was quiet, and I had no distractions besides stuff that I couldn't control, like, you know, outside, someone mowing the lawn or something. Like, no one was going to bother me, and I had from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. all those hours to record and get everything done. So that was the only day I had, but I knew it. It was worth my time to sit and do all of that. And that was working pretty well for me. And then, unfortunately, schedules changed, and that wasn't happening at all for a while. And I didn't have any days during the week at all where I was alone for an extended period of time where I could record. And unfortunately, it was winter. It's very cold. I couldn't record in my car because I was going to freeze. And now I have Saturdays back again, but it's only from 8:30 to 12:30, and that's like if that. Like sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 10. It's like I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know when people are going to start showing back up. So that's like a very short window, and unfortunately if I have to go work my other job or I have something I have to get done, I miss my window. And oh, see, Nightmare Files is having a problem too. What's going on with you that you won't be able to make videos at all for quite some time, it seems? Your channel's doing really well. Nicholas Vengemola? Oh, that was probably not even close. Shy Cat says, if you're comfortable, what country do you live in? I live in America. Insane says, will you do a video with Let's Read and Mr. Nightmare? I wish. Deployed, are you in the Army, Navy, Army Reserves, Marines? So, Vemola? The J is silent. I'm trying. And you don't have the Army. Well, I guess yeah, you don't really have too much access to technology while you're out there. If you don't mind saying, where will you be deployed? Is it overseas or? Everybody tell Let's Read that I've talked to Let's Read before. We have talked before. never done a video with him. So everybody should let him know that you guys want me to do a video with him, because I would be absolutely honored. He is one of my favorites, and he's a very nice guy. Laxit says, I'm going to sleep on your stream. Well, if it's helping you ease into dreamland. What time is it in Australia? Overseas. Yeah, no, I understand. I have a couple of friends who, one of them is in the Army Reserves, and he's currently deployed, and he couldn't say much about where he was going or what he was going to do before he left. But hopefully he'll be home soon. And I wish he was safe and deployment whenever you do get going over there, and, you know, come back to us, please. Harry says, the good Lord blesses me. It blesses me too, Harry, because you're actually here. How come Harry got to keep his wrench? Harry, you're the only one who got to keep your wrench. There was like a great wrench purge that apparently happened that I didn't do. And you came back on here, and you had your wrench. Harry knows he's special. Let's not feed his ego, shall we? M22, I don't think I said hi to you. Hello. I thank you guys for complimenting my voice, because I've had a few people tell me that my voice is not nice in the past, which kind of hindered me from pursuing becoming a voice actor. Because somebody told me once, they're like, oh, you don't have a nice voice, you could never do that. No, it's just like, okay, crush my dreams, thank you. Thank you. He asked me, what time is it for me? For me, it's 5:48 p.m. It is currently 8:48 p.m. in where I'm from, on the East Coast. I visited Washington, I visited Seattle and Guemes Island a few years ago. It was beautiful. Not your first deployment. Yeah, when are you done? Are you planning on continuing your Army career for quite some time, or will you be done soon? Nightmare Files. Yeah, make friends, guys. Please, everybody make friends. Snowball says, I feel like that I'm a mod again. I should make friends with the other mods. They're amazing, and you should make friends with them. Harry hails all the way from Europe. Europe? England? Oh, we're yelling. And it's 1:49 in the morning. You should go to sleep, Harry. 10:47 a.m. Wow, you work overnights. England. Retire in 11 years. You're doing a long stint. Can't be all that bad. I hope you enjoy it. I know some people some people I know that went into like various service, they hated it and they were stuck there for years and years on end. Mike says, I love the diversity within this community. Everyone is from everywhere. Yeah, honestly, the horror community is amazing, and it's so diverse, and I've never been part of another community that's just so just supportive and connected. There's really not, there's drama, trust me, but there's not that much drama, and mostly big or small, we all support each other and pick each other up, and it's pretty dope. So the fans are amazing. Like, mostly it's positive. Most of the fans are positive and amazing and supportive, and you get to know a lot of them. And Harry, Yeah. So the horror community is great, and I'm happy to have all of you here. Harry's trying to do things he's not supposed to do. Snowpaw says, do you think you'll be able to read a story or two tonight? Yes, I actually was gonna do that. It's cool to see where all of you guys are from. I was going to read a story, so let me see if I can get a couple to read that aren't too long. I'm gonna go to my subreddit and see if there's any ones that I can read. You'll probably hear these again in a video, because you might. Here, we can read this one. It's kind of a little one, and it's perfectly appropriate. It's My Encounter with a Black-Eyed Child by Trickmon on Reddit. And while I'm reading, I'm sorry if I don't... It's okay, Harry. While I'm reading, I'm sorry if I don't answer you guys in the chat. If it's really urgent or something you definitely want me to see, you can click the super chat, and unfortunately, you might have to pay money. I think you have to pay money to do that, but I will definitely see your comment if it's urgent. If not, just please, when I'm done, type it again, and I will see you. So, yes, if I don't answer you while I'm reading, I'm so sorry. So, yes, My Encounter with a Black-Eyed Child by Trickmon. I was driving to my local McDonald's to grab a quick bite to eat one day. It was around 6:30 p.m. EST, and I drove down a road I take all the time that cuts through a neighborhood to get to my destination. Well, as I passed the first stop sign, I was nearing the end of the neighborhood. At that point, a sheriff's deputy pulled up behind me about 100 feet back. As I was pulling up the street, a kid came out of nowhere and I slammed on my brakes. I sat there for a second expecting the kid to move. Instead, he looked at me with this dead-faced stare, and when I looked at him, he didn't seem to have eyes, just darkness, so I figured it was a shadow due to the sun starting to go down, and the kid stuck his hand out and started walking towards my car. I started to honk my horn, and then he started to sprint at my car, so I laid on my horn and put my car in reverse. At this time, the sheriff's deputy pulled up and turned his lights on. My hand never left my horn as I stopped for the deputy. I was panicking at this point, but I didn't stop looking at the deputy because the kid's stare was just disturbing me to the soul. As the deputy got out of his car, I looked to see if the kid was still running at my car, and he was gone. The deputy came up to my window, and I explained why I did what I did, and he said he never saw a kid since he pulled up behind me. So now I'm losing my mind, trying to figure out if the kid was just lucky and didn't get spotted, or if it was something supernatural. The end of that one. Plot twist, black-eyed. Harry says plot twist, black-eyed deputy. Let's see. Trying to find ones that aren't too long. Because unfortunately, I don't have much more time. Let's see. This one's kind of really short too. It's called Forgot My Coffee by Amazing Lover 96 on Reddit. It's also a fiction story. The other one was a true story. This one is a fiction story. My grandpa was a very forgetful man. A very humorous trait he has was that when he made a cup of coffee, he would leave it in another room and forget about it. Minutes or sometimes hours later, he would remember he didn't have his coffee and scramble around his house looking for it. When he found it, he would say, "Forgot my coffee," and continue to drink it as if nothing happened. He wouldn't even warm it up in the microwave. This would happen almost every morning I saw him. Years later, after he had passed away, My sister and I noticed a cup of coffee sitting on the kitchen table. By this time, he had been dead for 2 weeks, so we figured it was starting to grow mold. When I reached to grab the cup, a cold hand grabbed my wrist. I looked to my right and noticed my grandpa. He grabbed his cup of coffee and said, "Forgot my coffee." And within a blink of an eye, he was gone, along with the cup of coffee. That was interesting. That could be a true story. I don't think it's a true story, but it could be. Let's see. Some of these are pretty long. Here's another one by the same author, Amazing Lover 96. It's called The Dungeon. And again, I want to say I think it's fiction. A family of 4 lived in Nebraska and owned a large stretch of land with a thick forest. The kids would always play in the woods while wearing their I Love the Outdoors t-shirts. And when their parents called them inside for lunch, they would come back inside and eat and then go back out again. They would play in the woods until sundown every day. Until one day, they didn't come out of the woods. The parents searched the woods for hours, yelling their children's names, but it was no use. They called the police and reported them missing. Search party after search party was made. Time went by and eventually people stopped looking. Years later, the parents of the 2 children died. The house was torn down and the forest was almost sold to a man and his son. The son was an outdoors man, so he decided to go hiking through the forest. He stumbled upon an old cellar and a stretch of dead grass where a house used to be. Written on the cellar was "Dungeon." He opened the cellar and a gut-wrenching odor escaped the cellar. He walked down the steps leading to the cellar. He used his handy-dandy flashlight keychain and saw, sitting in the corner, there were 2 skeletons of 2 children holding hands. They were wearing "I Love the Outdoors" t-shirts. That's really sad. That's all I have really in my subreddit that are short ones or ones that I don't really plan on doing for a video. I don't want to get like copyright, so I don't know if reading... I used to read ones just directly off of Reddit, but now... I don't know. Now that's like kind of like, don't do it without permission, so I don't want to. But I hope you guys enjoyed those stories anyway. I'm sorry that they were short. I can go to Free Horror Stories. I love that subreddit, honestly. Hold on one second, guys. Let's see. Okay, this one's pretty good. This is from the subreddit Free Horror Stories, so anyone's allowed to read them. And it's by Bloodhunter62, and it's called My Parents Came to Visit. I wish they didn't. And I believe it's fiction. To put it plainly, I have no idea what the hell is even happening anymore. First of all, my parents called me the other day to let me know they're coming to visit this weekend. Sounds normal, right? Well, it could be, if my parents hadn't died in a horrific car accident with a semi-truck last year. Yesterday, my little brother called me. He sounded incredibly unnerved about something, so I asked him what was wrong. This monster has been following me around since Wednesday. At first, I didn't believe him, but I asked him to describe the monster anyway. It had translucent white skin, unnaturally long legs, but walks on its knees, glowing yellow eyes that seemed to gaze upon his very soul. an unnerving smile that stretched from ear to ear with dagger-like teeth and long lanky arms with large clawed hands. A wave of chills suddenly flowed over me, causing me to freeze up. I managed to regain my composure and asked him where he was when he noticed the creature. I was walking downtown to get some food for my cat when I noticed something moving in the parking structure across the street. I focused on it and watched it for movement. That's when I noticed a face peeking out at me from around a car on the 7th floor of the structure, that God-forsaken smile perpetually etched into its skull. I was petrified just attempting to visualize this creature. I've got to go. I'll call you back later, I said as I hung up the phone. Is he crazy? Am I crazy? I don't even know what to believe anymore. My brother sounds like, actually, sorry guys, it sounds like his brother is not an infant like I'm making him sound. I misunderstood there, so he's going to have a normal voice for the rest of the story. I apologize. Continuing. My brother called me again. What he said sent a tsunami of pure, unrelenting fear through my entire body. I met the monsters last night. I was taken aback. How was he still alive? What happened? I asked him. When I finally fell asleep last night after hours of tossing and turning, worried about the monster, I was quickly awakened by a scraping sound. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard and sent goosebumps down my arms. I lurched forward in my bed to find the source of the sound. I looked to my window only to see those piercing yellow eyes staring back at me. I was frozen with primal fear, the most powerful emotion of all, as it slowly slid one long claw under the window and opened it. I was paralyzed as it crept through the window and into the room with me. I saw my life flash before my eyes as the monster outstretched its lanky arms toward me. I thought it would simply reach into my chest and tear my still beating heart. I was surprised when the monster gently scooped me up into its arms. It cradled me like an infant as it crept back outside through the open window. As we crept towards the forest, the creature pushed itself off its knees. It now stood at its full height, well above the treetops. It strode through the forest with an elegance not befitting a creature of its appearance. As it cradled me, it began to sing one of the lullabies Mother used to sing us at bedtime. Its voice was that of a beautiful woman, but much more eerie. It was as if someone had taken a recording of an opera and layered it on top of itself, as if there were hundreds of voices singing at once. When I awoke, I surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the woods, and there was an enormous bonfire directly in front of me, and the monster was on my left side, just staring down at me. Then a second monster appeared behind it, much larger than the first. This one spoke in a deep voice that, once again, sounded like 100 voices at once. My son, it has been far too long. Your mother and I have missed you dearly. I should have been terrified, but instead I only felt loved. We have brought you a gift. With this, it put forward its hand, holding in it a children's book. It was one of the ones our father used to read to us as children. As I groggily grabbed the book, the emotions I should have been feeling before hit me like a Mack truck. As I began to lose consciousness, Father said one more thing. Tell your brother we have a gift for him too. Well, that was surely interesting. It kind of started out in one direction and went in a way different direction than I thought it was going to go. Yeah. Well, I'm going to just chit-chat with you guys for a little bit longer before I have to get going. So yeah, what did I miss from the chat while I was reading? What's going on? What have I missed? Anything good? Harry says, have you, a large coffee fan, forgotten your coffee? I actually love coffee, and I did not have any today. I just can't have caffeine, so I have to have decaf coffee. Lila W says, I'm eating food. I'm sure that and I feel so fat. I'm sure that you're not fat, and I'm about to be eating food as soon as I get off stream with you guys. And I'm very excited about it. I'm probably going to have some food, watch some Riverdale. Oh, you know what's an interesting, fun thing? So my boyfriend is at, is it WWE? Monday Night Raw tonight? He's like actually there. So I wonder if I could, he's like has pretty good seats, so I might be able to see him on TV, so he told me to check that out. Snowpaw says, why drink coffee if it can't even keep you awake? I just like the way it tastes. Harry asks if I'm eating carbs combined with a dairy product. I am not doing that. Hi, Bad Vibe Storytelling, what's up? Carbs combined with... See, that like makes like cream-based soups sound really gross when you just break it down like that. Carbs combined with a dairy product. So if you like dunk bread in like, I don't know, cream of potato or something, it makes it sound like carbs and dairy. I don't know. Oh, and yeah, mac and cheese too. Like you just like when you like break it down like that, it just sounds nasty, even though it's like not actually nasty. Mayonnaise as well, yeah. It's like. I'm actually not having a cream-based soup tonight. I think I'm on the, Mike asked, what season of Riverdale are you on? I'm on the most recent one. I have to finish it. I didn't watch it on TV. I'm watching it on Netflix now, so I'm about halfway through. Riverdale's a show, where are you from, M22, if you don't mind me asking? Let's read, Lila W says, who's your favorite horror who's your favorite horror narrator? Mine is Let's Read. Let's Read is definitely up there. He doesn't really he makes a lot of animated videos now, but the Grim Reader is my favorite narrator. I love him so much, and he really doesn't do that much anymore, and I miss him. And I understand life gets hard, trust me, I'm in the same position now, but I miss him, and I hope he comes back. Yeah, Riverdale is a show on at least the channel, the CW here in America. Yeah, it's like dark Archie comics. It's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, I need to like move if you hear any background noise. Okay. Yeah, season 1 was amazing, Mike, of Riverdale, and I'm enjoying the rest of the seasons, but they're kind of getting a little campy, if I do say so myself. You should read the comics. They're pretty cool. I never got to really read them. M says, sorry, I always like respond and forgot to let the people who are listening back know exactly what's happening. M says, my mom actually has a box of Archie comics from when she was a teen. So yeah, definitely check those out and then watch the show. Lila W says, can you please say hi to my cat? Her name is Zola. Hi, Zola. Hi, kitty kitty. DL asks, have you ever seen the Evil Dead show? Yeah, I did. I really liked it, actually. Paul, do you have like 7,000 narrations to listen to? Like that you still have to listen to, or that you have to narrate? Yes, it's on Netflix. So M says, okay, love the series. I need a new one. Thanks. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. Also, Stranger Things. Anybody? This season effed me up. Oh my gosh. And if any of you haven't watched Stranger Things, I suggest that you start. It has everything you need. It's on Netflix as well. And it came out on my birthday this year, the new season. I hope they make another season. If you guys did watch Stranger Things and you know how it ended, I really do hope that they make another season. Yeah, well, Stranger Things is a show on Netflix. If you're not from the U.S., it's an American show on Netflix. I don't know if Netflix is the same in every country. I'm not sure. Antonio asks, have you seen The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix? Yes. I enjoy Sabrina very much. Bad Vibes asks, have you watched the show You on Netflix? Yes, I watched the show You. It was so good. I can't wait. I heard that they're making a second season. I don't know when it's coming out, but I hope soon. That's another, I totally even like that. Oh, the show was so good. Also, if you're looking for like a thriller, the show You is really good. It's also a book if you want to read the book. I personally didn't get to read the book, but you know. Mike says Sabrina had me hooked once someone mentioned Riverdale as a school. Yeah, they're from the same, I think the same comic author, and it's like in the same universe. She lives in, was it Greendale, which is like they actually talk about her town in Riverdale as well. So it like kind of crosses. It's really cool. And also with Sabrina, since Riverdale is on the CW and they do the show Supernatural, if you watch in some episodes of Sabrina, you can see Dean's car. It's really cool. Will says, from Kansas City, but I hadn't heard of it. I read more than I watch TV. And honestly, you know what? That's not a bad thing. I used to read so much. Now, I don't know. Becoming an adult, I feel like I don't have time for anything. Be like, okay, I'm tired. I want to watch TV, but I also want to read. And I can't do both because I have to go to bed and get up for work again. It's just like a never-ending hamster wheel. Oh, yeah, I heard the show The Rain is really good. I don't mind watching shows with subtitles, but one of my favorite things to do is eat and watch TV. And usually if I'm eating while I'm watching a show with subtitles, I miss a lot because like I'll look down to like look at my food or, you know, make sure I'm not spilling all over myself, and then I'll miss something. So I don't often choose to watch shows with subtitles just because of that reason. Like I have to be completely focused. Oh, Mike says, I actually went to Pop's Diner from Riverdale since it's shot in Vancouver. And the lines are insane because of Riverdale. That's really cool that that's actually a place you can go and not just a set. That's really cool. Harry says, I binged 7 Deadly Sins on Netflix in 2 days. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, some of the dubbed, Bad Vibe Storytelling says it's not subtitles, dubbed in English. Some of the dubbed in English ones I can't get into with actual, like, how it, like, just doesn't sync up. Like, I just find it looking a little bit silly, and I can't get past it. I know some of the shows are probably so good, but I just can't get past the way that their, like, mouths don't match up to what they're saying, and sometimes I feel like the translation doesn't completely match up, and it's like, it just makes me laugh instead of actually enjoying the show, which is hard. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, I won't notice it, the, like, dubbed in English thing. Sometimes I can get past it, but then, like, once I notice it, I cannot stop noticing it, and I'm just like, ah! Snowpaw says, I'm eating plastic. I really hope you're not eating plastic. My cat eats plastic. And I always go up to him and I go, Bemma, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Which is, if you've ever seen Willy Wonka. When they're licking the wallpaper. Oh, Harry says Umbrella Academy, anyone. I loved Umbrella Academy. I thought it was fantastic. Phenomenal show. And if I can't have My Chemical Romance as a band, I'll take a show that Gerard Way helped create. Yeah, Klaus is pretty dope. Harry says Klaus is the best. Yes, he's a good character from Umbrella Academy. Yeah, that was a solid show. You know what? Actually, guys, I guess it's a horror movie or like a thriller, maybe. I don't know. The movie, The Perfection, on Netflix. It's called The Perfection. It's very disturbing, and you should watch it. It like had me. Like, you're gonna start watching it, and you're like not gonna think it's disturbing, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, and then you'll think about it for a couple days. So, The Perfection. Check that out. Highly recommend. Lila says the lady who played Violet in the original Willy Wonka died the other day. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. It's really sad. I don't think she was that old either. I didn't get to read exactly what happened. I just saw like really quick that she had passed. I did see Hard Candy DL long time ago. Yeah, Snowpaw says I've seen 2 videos talking about The Perfection. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, 62. That's not that old. That stinks. Oh, Mike says The Haunting of Hill House was absolutely amazing. What an experience. Yes, guys, if you have not watched The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, hold on, pause for a second. Snowpaw, don't swallow plastic. That's not good. Anyway, The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix was amazing. A lot of horror stuff today is by far not great. Can we all agree that a lot of stuff coming out now that's horror-based is like not good at all? The Haunting of Hill House, I audibly screamed, like out loud, twice. Audibly screamed, like scared my cat scream. Like, it got me. So, it's a really good show. I would highly suggest it. I think they're going to make another season. I don't know if they can match up to it, but I hope that they do. I would definitely recommend watching it. Haunting of Hill House, The Perfection. Those are my 2 recommendations for you guys. So, I think on that note, I'm going to leave you guys with my 2 recommendations so you guys can at least get off stream and watch something scary. So, tonight, start The Haunting of Hill House, watch The Perfection, and yeah. Harry says that The Haunting of Hill House is a jump scare based show. There are a few jump scares, but it's not like that's not all it's about. And yes, for those of us here who haven't seen Midsummer, we have to go get on that and try and go see it because I have not seen it either, Em. So your homework is go see Midsummer, watch The Perfection, watch The Haunting of Hill House. I will hopefully be back with a new video very, very soon, and I'm doing my best. Just know that I'm not gone. I still think about you guys and care about each and every one of you, and I appreciate those of you who are sticking by me even through me not being very consistent. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. And just know every day, even if I'm working 2 jobs, even if I'm not here, I'm working to save money to get myself in a better situation so that I can actually do this consistently. Trust me, I'm trying, guys. And thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully, I will have a video out within the next week or so that you guys can listen to. I'm hoping it'll be about 20 minutes. You know, it's not going to be a little nugget video. It's probably going to be decent length. So, and some of the stories are pretty good. And it's true stories, by the way. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for popping on the stream. I know that it was like a surprise stream and random, but thank you guys so much. You don't know how much I appreciate. Please send in a story. All of the links to send a story are below. I have a website. I have a subreddit. I have an email. You can send stories there. If you want to buy some merch, you can get your merch. Everything should be linked in the description box. And again, thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Stay creepy.